Revisiting the Fleetwood tenure, why Bellingham deserves better leadership. Let's get straight to it. Bellingham is at a crossroads. We can either seize the opportunities before us, or we can continue to flounder under leadership that doesn't rise to the challenges of our times. It's increasingly evident that Mayor Seth Fleetwood, despite his promises and potential, has fallen into the latter category. Let's break down why Bellingham desperately needs change, and why continuing under the Fleetwood administration might not be the way forward. The middling approach to governance. One of the most frustrating aspects of Fleetwood's tenure is the perpetual middle ground approach. This might seem like a safe bet, but when you're steering a city through a rapidly evolving landscape economically, socially, and environmentally, playing it safe just doesn't cut it. Incremental change isn't what Bellingham needs. We need bold, decisive action, and sadly, that's not what we're getting. Social services, a patchwork quilt. The administration's approach to social services, particularly mental health and homelessness, resembles a patchwork quilt, bits and pieces stitched together without an overarching vision. Quick fixes and band-aid solutions are not the way to address deeply ingrained social problems. Yes, tackling these issues is complicated. Yes, it takes time. But the aim should be to construct a robust, cohesive system that actually supports the most vulnerable among us. Thus far, Fleetwood's initiatives haven't shown that kind of commitment or foresight. Unresponsive to community concerns. In an era where community engagement should be easier than ever thanks to social media and other digital platforms, it's baffling how disconnected the Fleetwood administration appears from its constituents. In our digital age, there's no excuse for not having a finger on the pulse of public opinion. Yet, time and again, we see a disconnect between what the community wants and what the administration does. This lack of responsiveness isn't just frustrating, it's eroding trust in local government. Education and youth services, an afterthought? A city's future lies in its younger generations. How we educate and support our youth is a clear indicator of where we're headed as a community. And yet, under Fleetwood, education and youth services appear to be a peripheral concern, often overshadowed by other agendas. With the world rapidly changing around us, we can't afford to let our next generation down by not investing adequately in their education and well-being. We need a leader who sees this as a top priority, not an afterthought. Accountability, where is it? It's basic governance 101, for any leader, accountability is non-negotiable. If you make promises, you need to keep them or at least show real effort in trying to fulfill them. On numerous fronts, from housing to environmental sustainability, Fleetwood's performance has fallen short of expectations. The question is, where is the accountability? As a public servant, Fleetwood owes the residents of Bellingham an explanation for why key initiatives are stalling or failing. To conclude, this isn't about partisan politics or personal vendettas. It's about the health and future of a city that we all love and call home. Bellingham deserves a leader who can rise to the occasion, who can address complex problems head-on, and who can restore faith in local government. Based on his track record up to 2021, Mayor Seth Fleetwood isn't that leader. It's time we seriously reconsider what kind of leadership we want for Bellingham. Because settling for mediocrity is no longer an option we should entertain.